No, Perlita, this is where you gotta be careful. Jim Riley, Tom Serson, Jim Riley, Joe Zillig, Harry Race, Bernard LaChance, DJ Dave, Perlita Quinn, Elton Anderson, Don Wiley, Jim Hall, Bill Duvall, Doug King, Morgan, Steve Jones, 1961 Oyster Cracker Man, Bitty Bat 4, Blue Boy Boxes, All American until a Joe, or Oyster Cracker Man, GPS Paso Robo, Rapist Night, Red Randy, Red Gordon, and Ellery's. So as you have your crystal turquoise ball there, Perlita, or whoever, Team Bitted Fat, Ellery Steely, other Bitted. Remember, as you're predicting and claiming to be God, Perlita, with Dave, now the military and the police, the firefighters, the doctors, teachers of the world, the tech companies, NASA, Lockheed, all of them, they can predict that Perlita Jones Quinwan and the Robo Rapist Knight and all them and Joe always will, in their team there, the hillbilly squads and country and western cowboys and Indians and the carnies will always need babysitters. Okay? That they can't handle it. So be careful as you guys boast about being God, because those people can, the military, the Blue Angels you made fun of there, Bernard, and the fighter pilots and the submariners, all of them, they can use it to predict that Bernard LaFagala Love Freeman, and Perlita Jones, Quinwan, and the Robo Knight and Harry and Pickett Street, Jamaica Street, and their little faction with the Negroes and the Colts there, the Jonestown and the Brands Davidians and all them, and the Havens Gate will always need babysitters. So be careful, Robo Whispering Faggot Knight. And then you guys use your torture device, the in our ears. Do you know what a homing device is, Perlita? You said what, Robo Knight, Harry Joe? Clean out the womb, Paso Robo Man? But do you know what a homing device is? So I just tell the military, Lockheed and all them, Navy SEALs, fighter pilots, Blue Angels, you guys go have fun and all that. The police officers, firefighters, they just turn the torture device that they claim they don't use, the carnies and the carny dump and the sloppy seconds. Ellery's going, wee! Where we got to hear that shit. That device that you used on my mom and me there, Joe, and whoever else. Turn it into a homing device. And then put a little pin drop on Paso Robo, and then put one here in San Diego, Aurora, Colorado, where all the little Colts hang out, Jonestown and all them. And you guys got a homing device. You really want to be Jehovah Nile Joe, Harry, Bernard, Sloppy Second Stump, Indian Faders, Country and Western? See, I can find another use for your torture device, Bernard, Harry, Robo Knight. I want to make a homing device, and then they can watch you guys flock in, and once they get enough data, they can put a buoy out in the water, and then the Navy and all them don't have, since they know you guys are going to run the same, you're going to hold the crystal ball in your hand there, Perlita, turquoise girl, little liar and thief. Then, when the military and them are ready and get sick and tired of watching you guys repeat yourselves in your nasty, sick setup there, Robo Rapist Knight and Dave, they can stick a buoy out in the water, and then, they can all ship out and have fun with their families. And then those of you who profess to be God, the police officers, firefighters, FBI, CA, and all those people who work hard to earn something, they can ship out, and then you guys can just have your little homing device buoy in the water. So if you guys think it's funny to knock down my father's stuff and all those other people's stuff, and you think prison ghetto life is that great, Perlita, with your Negroes, they got a solution. Team Flag, a rainbow, and carnies. If you're going to use it, I'll find an Indian way to use your torture lesson device, Joe. Coward man. And then they can put pin drops on Korea, England, Germany, France, Spain, all the places you like, Israel, all the places that you guys want to, supposedly take over. And then they can just, watch hillbilly squads profess to be gods and Perlita run around with Dave professing to be Jehovah. So remember, Perlita, when you profess to be Jehovah with Joe or the Robo Knight or, the Bitted Back Carney 4 of, NATO can sit there and in the, the United Nations and all that, can sit there and go, Hollywood celebrities that you guys screwed over, NBC, all those people that jacked up their city and all that, Perlita, all that hard work. And Texas can do it to you, and we know where the assassins are, You know, if you video games is all you guys know and want to do, in Florida that you guys screwed up, Michigan, Colorado, Washington, you know, Joe, if you're gonna be that kind of, you know, obsessed, Karen, and that nasty setup that you guys just deem so nice, Harry, Joe, and all your little maid messiahs, and then like I said, Perlita, the 150 million soldiers that work hard that you guys keep stealing their opportunity from, and the hospitals and the doctors and the teachers and their children, you know, and the Navy fighter pilots that train hard, and the SEALs and the Special Forces. And like I said, be careful making fun of the Blue Angels there, Bernard, All-American, because maybe they want me to choose that to make it work, but since you're getting away, Bernard, maybe they become better hackers than you. Maybe not even need to hack it at all, just download it all. And then you're going to have your little homing device in the water there, Bernard, and Joe and Harry and Dave professing to be gods, and they can predict that you always, the hillbilly squads that keep screwing it up and lying 3 or 4 times in a row because they want to be drug addicts and stuff, they stick a nice little homing device in the water, and then one day they'll ship out and give you guys what you want, your freedom. But then you guys will just running in rows, repeating the same story, and then you guys can just, you know, just keep stealing from each other. And then the cops can go and live a nice and decent life without having to deal with you people. The military service members that earn their retirements and their pensions, they're gonna get their bigger paychecks, people. I'm telling you, they're working on it. Because I would be, because I'd be getting sick of this shit too. You know, if you guys are gonna grift and use them, I just do it legitimately and smarter, and train the children to be, you know, where they will eventually not have to go to war while you guys kids sit there running around in a hamster wheel going to war, Bernard. Get it? You said you want to be one of those where you want to live in the memory out here, the war nostalgia of stuff that's not yours. So be careful, All-American. Oyster Cracker Man and your crime spree boast with that, man. And then we'll just put homing devices in the womb that you guys wanted supposedly clean, but you guys keep making dirty there, Robo Rapist Night, thinking it's funny to be a fucking rapist of children. And be careful, because, you know, if John Walsh is watching, he pretty much figured out you're the same group of people that basically screwed over his kid. And then other kids in Florida. And then other kids in Colorado. And then he just used me as an example. Oh, they do it to Tom. And so when I'm dead, they just put a homing device, like I said, on what you want to worship here, your own little Mecca, Perlita. And like I said, they can predict how stupid the group of you have always been. And then one in Ohio where they're lying. Get it? Supposed Jehovah, Perlita, and Dave? Whispering faggot. You killed Kim! Alright, just give them what they want, even though it's a lie. And that's what you get, rainbow fags. And that's what you get to live in forever, Robo Rapist Night, in a perpetual delusion while everybody learns about your supposed Jehovah-ness. And how you guys jacked everybody's eyes up and all this shit. Hospitals and stuff love this because they learn how to avoid dumb fuckery. So be careful, because one day you might they'll pull all the homing devices off of the whales there, GPS Night, and stick one big one right in the water for your group, since they don't seem to fucking get something through their brain. And then you guys can sit there and refollow that in with Red Randy and his repeat of Inbreed and whoever else into the homing device, and your failed attempts over and over and over again to keep invading into a place that's personal and private to some families that you guys destroyed, Joe. That's why nothing works, huh, Karen, huh? Because we have to cater to it. So if you guys make fun of the Hilton, Bowmans, Kennedys, they get their answer. The Millers, me, no Cole, all that. You guys think we're dumb, Perlita? You think the SEALs and the fighter pilots and me and, you know, my friends are dumb? Well, maybe they didn't want you to be Jehovah or worship you, Perlita and Dave, Robo Knight, Harry, Joe, because then you already knew you guys were the wrong ones. But if you were going to be that kind of obsessed faggot, Bernard, and you don't understand what the word no is, and you're going to run around like a little weasel, they'll put a homing device there, and you can sit there and chase that all around, professing that you're the risk master of the chess game with your friends, until it penetrates that nasty piece of shit skull of you about yours, Bernarda, Elafaga, LaChance, and your team, Perlita, about how dumb you people actually were for not understanding and learning some lessons. So be careful, Because the military in the future, after I'm dead and gone, might have a nice big surprise for you guys. And then, save all their friends, the Coast Guard and all that stuff, save them friends, and they get to go out to, like I said, to their new superpower base, while you guys sit there around running in your hamster wheel, pretending and professing to be gods of the earth.